Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you guys all of the stuff I recommend you should add in your Sephora cart for the VIB sale. So let's jump into it. So let's start off with primers. Now, I do have to say I've been using a lot of my moisturizers as like my primers, but as of lately I've been trying out the Glowish by Huda Beauty Blur Jam, and my pores look so smooth with this product. It is a little bit of a more like thicker consistency, but it feels very nice on your face and doesn't have like that silicone feeling. It is silicone free. And I just love the way this makes my foundation look. My pores look blurred out. I love it. I usually use it in my T-zone because that's my problem area at the moment. So this stuff is amazing. If you're able to get this stuff for the sale, I definitely suggest you do, especially if you do have problems with your pores. I would really like this product a lot. Now I am going to go in order. So next up, I am going to be talking about foundations. I'm going to go into different categories for people that have oily to normal skin types. So we'll start off with normal skin types. So if you guys have really like clean, clear skin and you just want a little something on your face, I definitely think you guys should pick up the Mcgrath Skin Fetish Sublime Foundation. Now this foundation is super gorgeous. I don't use it that often because I do have a little bit of problematic areas on my skin. I do have the shade Light Medium 9. This foundation is so beautiful on people that have minimal to no scarring on their face. That will make your skin look completely even. If that's what you want, I definitely suggest you take a look at this foundation. It's super beautiful, comes with a pump, and if you like the more expensive stuff, I definitely feel like you'll love this. And honestly, it's worth the money if you have beautiful skin already and just want to enhance a little bit of your skin. I feel like you really love that one. Now for my girls that like no makeup looks, this is definitely for you. I definitely recommend the Merit Beauty, the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I do have the shade Bisque. This is a fresh new one. I do have my other one in my little makeup bag right here. I am almost completely out of it. I just need this much and I'm done with it. I usually use that foundation when I go to work. I just want to cover up my under eyes or little spots on my face, or I use this as an all over foundation. It looks gorgeous on your skin and blends out like perfection. And you really don't have to fuss with this. This is like a 2-in-1 as well. You can use it as concealer, especially for those people who are in a rush. I definitely think you should try out Merit Beauty, and I think their brand is just amazing. This is not sponsored by any of these products, but just to let you know, but yes, I definitely think this is a perfect one for those who don't like a lot of makeup and just want something on the go. This one's for you. Now, I definitely suggest this to people that have normal to like drier skin, and it is the Rare Beauty foundation, and I do have the shade 210N. Now, I have been wearing this a lot as of recently, and this is the foundation I have on my face right now. I do have oily to combo skin, so I do feel like this foundation looks beautiful on all skin types. You just know how to set it well, and it does last a pretty long time. I wouldn't say all day, but does last for a minute. And honestly, I just love Rare Beauty. I think Selena did such a great job on her brand. And I'm actually almost out of this as well. Like I have a little bit to go with this foundation as well. So I'll probably be repurchasing this during the VIB sale. So this is for the people that like lighter weight foundations too. Now, you guys know I am obsessed with this foundation. It is a Haus Labs Tricolone Skin Tech Foundation, and this is in the shade 210 Light Medium Neutral. This foundation is freaking gorgeous, has a pump. Out of all the foundations I'm recommending to you guys, I feel like this one is definitely one you guys should pick up. Out of everything that I'm talking about, I feel like this one is definitely the one to go with because, first of all, it's just a beautiful foundation. It makes your skin look so flawless. I don't know what it is about the formula in this foundation, but it's just super gorgeous. Lady Gaga did such a great job with this foundation, and I absolutely love it. I feel like all skin types will love this foundation. Now, I do have the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I do have the shade Pogonia. Now, this foundation is super gorgeous. It's pretty, but it is a little bit on that oily consistency. So if you're expecting this to last all day, it won't. This is more for like a couple of hours wear, but it is a very beautiful foundation on its own. I mean, I have no complaints about this, but if you guys are a NARS fan and just loves NARS in general, you will love this foundation. But if you're looking for something a little bit more full of coverage, lasts all day, this won't last that long on your skin, I would definitely go for the Haus Labs if you guys were choosing between foundations to pick up for the Sephora sale. As you can tell, mine's already kind of like spilling out the oilage that it has in here. But don't get me wrong, it's really beautiful. Now I'm going to go into my last 3 foundations. In these foundations, I can go through a whole hurricane and it will last on my face all day. So let's start off with the Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin Foundation for your best healthy looking skin day ever. Now I do have the shade 5 Neutral. This stuff is pretty thick. If you don't like thick consistencies of foundation, stay away from this. It is full coverage. You do have to learn how to use this foundation. Has a pump, and honestly, this foundation is for the people that want full coverage. If you want full coverage, if that's not what you're into, stay away from this. But honestly, it's super gorgeous on your skin. It does last all day. You do have to set it pretty well though. And other than that, I mean, if you love Charlotte Tilbury, I definitely recommend this foundation as well. Now, I have 2 foundations in front of me that I definitely feel like if you are oily and you don't want any oils to come through, and I feel like if you are normal skin as well and still have like an oily T-zone, like a combo skin, these foundations, let me tell you, I would buy these foundations over and over and over again. This is the Givenchy Prism Libre Skincare Matte Foundation. I do have the shade, it doesn't have the shade on here, that's odd. Oh, W245, I believe. This foundation is super gorgeous. I love the way it looks on my skin. My skin looks so flawless. Everything just lays on my skin just so nice. And here is the Gucci Breathable Foundation. It's 24-hour wear and it's a 210N shade. Also with a pump. These foundations are just bougie. If you guys don't care about the price and just want to try out a very high-end foundation, these 2 are the way to go. I feel like if you have oily skin, you will love this, and then later you'll love me for recommending these. These are so gorgeous. I mean, they are hefty in price, but I usually use this when I am doing something that I won't be able to touch up my makeup and I need it to last all day and I don't have to worry about it. These 2 foundations are it. If anything out of this whole video, I definitely feel like if you're oily, hence the oily part, the emphasis on the oily part, these foundations will be your best friends. I swear. Alright, so let's now talk about concealers. Like I said, I am oily, so do like a more fuller coverage, more matte concealer. So let's go ahead and start off with like the normal concealers that are not super matte. So let's start off with the Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Use Concealer. Natural finish, long wear, anti-pollution. Now, Sephora has 30% off all their collections, so this is going to be a freaking steal. So if you guys want to try out this concealer, I definitely recommend you do. It's beautiful. I do have the shade 17.5N. It does have a pretty big doe foot, so if you're looking for something that's full coverage, has good amount of wear in it, I feel like you'll love this one so much, especially for the price. It's going to be super cheap. It's already cheap already. And then now I have the Dior Backstage Flash Perfected Concealer in a shade 2W. This is the concealer I have on my face right now. Considering that my eyes are like crusty, dusty, musty, it did a really good job in covering my insecurity right now, which is my under eyes, and it's really beautiful. It's hydrating. You don't have to worry about it if your eyes are super dry. Now, here's a thicker concealer, but still looks pretty beautiful under your eyes. It's the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. This is Charlotte Tilbury, and I do have the shade 5 Medium. Now, if you don't like thick consistencies, I definitely feel like you should stay away from this one. This one does have a little bit of a learning curve to it, but I definitely recommend to those who have, I want to say, like super dark under eye circles and just want something also like kind of creamy. I feel like you guys will love this one. Definitely check it out. Now, Another concealer you guys should definitely check out if you are super oily is the Stay Naked Quickie Up to 24-Hour Multi-Use Concealer. This stuff is so matte but so beautiful at the same time and gives you the right amount of coverage that you need to cover up your under eyes if that's what you have problems with. You'll definitely love this concealer. And then now I have the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer, and I do have the shade Nugget 2.5G. This concealer, again, it's a matte concealer, full coverage. You don't have to really set this one with powder because it will set itself, but it's super beautiful. It does have that full coverage finish, so if you're looking for something like that, you'll love this. I love the way this looks under my eyes. I do rotate these concealers all the time, just to let you know. I also do have the Prism Libre Skin Caring Concealer. Now this one's a little bit more, I want to say thick, and it's not, it is kind of medium, it does have a medium coverage, but this is more of a hydrating formula. It's super gorgeous under your eyes. I definitely recommend, if you're looking for like a higher end concealer, definitely check this one out. I fell in love with it. This with the foundation is just absolutely to die for. And if there's a high-end concealer you guys wanted to try out, I definitely recommend this one. It's super beautiful. I know I'm flying by these products really fast. I'm sorry. It's just there's a lot of product I have to go through. Now let's talk about setting powders. If you guys know me, I love the double set. First I'll go in with a pressed powder, then a loose powder. The first powder I'm going to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finishing Complexion Perfecting Eye Plus Face Micro Powder. That's a fucking mouthful. Sorry for my language. But this powder looks super gorgeous on your face. It is translucent. You just get a brush just like this, a little taper brush, press into it and just set your under eyes first before the crease. And this looks so gorgeous on your skin. So fine. Doesn't leave a white cast under your eyes at all. And then I'll go into a loose powder. So now I only have 3 here. 2 are from the same brand. Here I have the Huda Beauty baking powder. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for a bit now, you guys know I love these powders so much. They're just so gorgeous. The only thing I don't like about it is the smell that it has. I did hear though she might be coming out with a powder with no scent to it. So let's hope that she does. But these powders are so freaking gorgeous under your eyes. If you want to have like really smooth under eyes, these are freaking gorgeous. I do have the shade Banana Bread right here and Cherry Blossom Cake. These two are just super freaking gorgeous. I can't talk enough about them. I love them so much. I'm almost actually out of this one right here. I probably have to buy a backup one just in case, but also the Cherry Blossom is always out of stock. It does brighten up your under eyes if that's the look you're going for. But these two are just absolutely killers. I love them so much. I always use them. If you guys look in my description box, if you want to know the products that I'm really, really loving, usually I have it all listed in the description. You'll see the repeated products I use all the time. Now, I do have another powder that I'm going to talk about is the Prism Libre Pastel Powder right here. This is the loose powder. Now, this does have 2 different colors. It's to neutralize your under eyes and make it look bright as well. It's such a beautiful high-end powder. This powder is just super gorgeous. It does come with its own little puff. You can see the inside the pastels it has in it. And especially if you're suffering from like really bad dark circles, you would love this powder so much. I do use this off camera a lot. The reason why I don't use it more often is because it is pretty pricey. So that's why I don't really use it on camera as much. Let's talk about cream bronzers. The first one I'm going to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. Now, this thing, as you can tell, I've used it quite a bit, is so gorgeous on your skin. It gives you that bronzy look on your face. Doesn't pick up or take off any products on your face. It gives you that, like if you were under the sun for quite a bit, and just gives you that bronze look that you thought you would never get. And it's super gorgeous. I love the formula on that. I know it's pretty pricey, but this is the time to buy it if you're curious. Also, I have the Rare Beauty bronzer stick in the shade Happy Soul. This bronzer is freaking gorgeous. I love the way it blends out. I don't put it directly on my face. I swipe it on the back of my hand, grab a brush. I usually use my e.l.f. brush right here. and I just press it around the perimeter of my face and makes my face look so freaking flawless and bronzed. I love the way my powder bronzer lays on top of it. Speaking of powder bronzer, and I only have one to talk about right now, and it is the Haus Labs Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer, and I do have the shade Light Level 3. This bronzer is absolutely gorgeous. If all of my other bronzers were to disappear, I wouldn't be mad because I'd have this one. This is so beautiful. It has like this gel-like consistency, but it's powder. So once you put it on your face, it feels like gel, but then blends out like powder. It looks like powder. It's just so gorgeous. I feel like I am loving Haus Labs stuff as of recently. I'm just waiting for it to come out with more stuff. Freaking amazing. You guys need to try this one out. Alright, so let's talk about cream blushes first. The first ones I'm going to talk about is the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. I do have the shade Joy and Bliss. These two blushes are absolutely beautiful. With Bliss, you really don't have to be too careful with it because it does blend out pretty well, and you don't have to like struggle as with the brighter shades. You do have to be very careful on how you use this product because one little dot will go a long way, trust me. So with Bliss, you really don't have to do that. You can be a little bit more careless with it and not have that worry about it's going to look pretty crazy on your face. So yes, definitely the Rare Beauty liquid blushes. Now for powder blushes, if you're looking for something that's neutral but gives you a little bit of color in your face, this blush I definitely recommend. Also, I've been loving the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Pink Blush. I've been using this a ton in my videos, and for good reason. It looks super gorgeous on your face if you're looking for like a bright pink blush. Also, anything from Haus Labs, like literally their blushes are gorgeous. I would recommend any of these colors. They look super beautiful. So if you guys are waiting to buy something from them, from her brand, definitely these. Check those out. Alright, next up for brows. I definitely recommend, if you guys like that laminated look on your brows, definitely try out the Rare Beauty, the Refi brow sculpt gel. This is in the clear version. I love this stuff. If you want that laminated look, your brows will look so snatched with this, I'm telling you. Everything about this is freaking amazing. Also, I could recommend the Haus Labs pencil. That's what I have in my eyebrows. And also the Anastasia brow pen, which I don't use on camera, which I definitely should. I just use this to add little strokes of hairs in my eyebrows if we want them to look super natural. This is very beautiful, but it does have a learning curve with it as well. So if you're not very good at doing your eyebrows, stay away from this. But these, I definitely feel like you guys would love this so much. Oh, another brush I forgot to mention is a Too Faced blush. Definitely check that out. It's so gorgeous. Alright, now highlighters. There's only two right now that I'm super obsessed with. Actually, three if you're considering the highlighter that's in this face palette right here. It is the Haus Labs Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighter in the shade Sunstone. Gel-like powder are super freaking gorgeous on your skin. Doesn't leave any glitter particles on your face. Now, this one has my heart, my soul. If I were to list this one, I swear I'd buy like 10 backups of this one. This is a Rare Beauty highlighter in the shade Exhilarate. I've been loving this highlighter so freaking much. Selena, what are you doing with your products? They're freaking amazing. Everything about this brand I am obsessing over. So, I definitely feel like you should try this one out if you haven't already. If you haven't bought this yet, what are you doing? Try this out at least. I want all of her other shades as well. Alright guys, so I can't talk about eyeshadow palettes, but there's so many that I love. I feel like I already said that you definitely need this one in your collection if you don't have these shades already. Natasha Denona, Mcgrath, whatever you can grab your hands on that you've been wanting to try out. Definitely grab it. Patrick Ta has beautiful eyeshadows. I would definitely recommend his. There's just so many that I review and use that I don't want to bombard you with all these freaking palettes. So I'll just stick to the basics right now. Also, if you're looking for lip liners, I definitely feel like the Refi Beauty has beautiful lip liners. This is the one I'm wearing right now with the lip gloss. So I will definitely recommend those two. And Haus Labs eyeliners for your waterline. Gorgeous. I feel like you should try those out. They last all day. They won't move or budge. But yeah, guys, I feel like that is it. I feel like I talked your ears off. All the products I'm recommending to you guys. Oh, I forgot, now looking into my little makeup bag right here. I definitely feel like you should try out the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Blush Wand. And I have the shade Pink Pop. Gorgeous. And the Makeup Amaro Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancers. I use these for my makeup looks, and honestly my makeup looks so good every time I go to work. It's absolutely perfection. And yeah, I think that's about it. If I think of anything else, I'll list it in my description box below if I forget about something. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you do pick up any of my recommendations, please let me know in the comment section below. I would highly appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!